Hello, and welcome to this Christmas celebration. 2020 has been an incredibly difficult year for everyone, and here at Thirsk School, in the Performing Arts Department, these last few weeks have been especially poignant, filled as they would normally have been with rehearsals, with over 100 students taking part, getting ready to welcome you all to our Christmas Words and Music concert. Restrictions may have limited our numbers, but hearing the carols ring out from the hall over the last few days has been a real morale booster for all of us here. I want to thank all the students for their support, their kindness and their humour. It really has kept us all smiling. Music and the performing arts will continue as strongly as ever here, and we look forward to sharing a lot more content with you in the coming months. So enjoy this concert, and on behalf of Mrs. Dixon, Mrs. Stimpson, myself and all the performing arts family here at Thirsk School, have a restful Christmas, and here's to a brighter, music-filled New Year.
Captain's log, Starship Saturn Alien, Earth Year 2030, day 358. The new drive worked. We've tracked the alien spacecraft that vanished from Earth's orbit late.
Last night, we followed its fantastic leap across the galaxy and now can see its sledge-like shape dropping in steep descent to a planet incredibly.
A single cosmonaut whose suit glows red clings to its tail and holds long ropes to steer a group of prancing creatures. From each head sprouts aerials that make them look like deer.
The planet's steaming, its surface smooth and dark as Christmas pudding prepare to land.
Oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly, and play a sanctimonious part with a pirate head and a pirate heart. Away to the cheating world go you, where pirates all are well to do. But I'll be true to the song I sing, and live and die a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. Hurrah for the pirate king! When I sally forth to seek my prey, I help myself in a royal way. I sink a few more ships, it's true, than a well-bred monarch wants to do. But many a king on a first-class throne, if he wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through more dirty work than ever I do. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. Hurrah for the pirate king!
Santa's Christmas Eve prayer.
The sleigh was all packed, the reindeer were fed, but Santa still knelt by the side of the bed.
Dear Father, he prayed, be with me tonight. There's much work to do, my schedule is tight.
I must jump in on my sleigh and streak through the sky, knowing full well that a reindeer can't fly.
I will visit each household before the first light. I'll cover the world and all in one night.
If sleigh bells are ringing, I'll land on each roof, amid the soft clatter of each little hoof.
To get in the house is the difficult part, so I'll slide down the chimney of every child's heart.
My sack will hold toys strung out all their wishes. The supply will be endless like the loaves and the fishes.
I will fill all the stockings and not leave a track. I'll eat every cookie that's left for my snack.
I can do all these things, Lord, only through you. I just need your blessing, then it's easy to do.
All this is to honour the birth of the one that was sent to redeem us, your most holy Son.
So to all my friends, least your glory I rob. Please, Lord, remind them who gave me this job.
correct Christmas?
'Twas the night before Christmas, and Santa's a wreck. How to live in a world that's politically correct.
His workers would no longer answer to elves. Vertically challenged, they were calling themselves.
And labour conditions at the North Pole were alleged by the Union to stifle the soul.
4 reindeer had vanished without much propriety, released to the wilds by the human society.
And equal employment had made it quite clear that Santa had better not just use reindeer.
So Dancer and Donner, Comet and Cupid, were replaced with 4 pigs, and you know that looks stupid.
The runners had been removed from his beautiful sleigh because the ruts were deemed dangerous by the EPA.
And millions of people were calling the cops when they heard the said noises upon their rooftops.
Second-hand smoke from his pipe had his workers quite frightened, and his fur-trimmed red suit was cold unenlightened.
To show you the strangeness of today's ebbs and flows, Rudolph was suing over unauthorised use of his nose.
He went to Geraldo in front of the nation, demanding millions in overdue workers' compensation.
So half the reindeer were gone, and his wife, who suddenly said she'd had enough of this life.
Joined a self-help group, packed and left in a whiz, demanding from now that a title was Ms.
And as for gifts, why, he'd never had the notion that making a choice would cause such a commotion.
Nothing of leather, nothing of fur, which meant nothing for him or nothing for her.
Nothing to aim, nothing to shoot.
Nothing that clamoured or made lots of noise, nothing for just girls and nothing for just boys.
Nothing that claimed to be gender specific, nothing that's warlike or non-pacifistic.
No candy or sweets.
They were bad for the tooth.
Nothing that seemed to embellish upon the truth.
And fairy tales, while not yet forbidden,
Were like Ken and Barbie.
Better off hidden.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Tell me, baby,
that tonight they will finally get to the bottom of their longest standing unsolved mystery.
The case of the serial present giver Father Christmas, also known as Santa Claus.
Inspector Hunch of Scotland Yard said that the police have,
With the help of an advanced computer program,
found a pattern to the break-ins by this intruder.
And are confident that he will strike again tonight.
Inspector Hunch went on to add
That members of the public should not be unduly alarmed by the likelihood of a break-in.
and stressed that although the intruder always leaves gifts,
he has never been known to take anything other than the odd mince pie.
And a tipple from the liquor cabinet.
To assist the police with this investigation, in shopping centres all over the country, reconstructions have been staged with the help of Father Christmas lookalikes performing the act of giving.
It is hoped that these reconstructions might jog the memories of the members of the public with any information which might help unmask the merry giver.
Father Christmas is described as tallish.
Heavily bearded and athletic, though overweight.
he is said to dress in a red suit and a matching bobble hat.
The police advise members of the public who witnessed Father Christmas in the act of leaving presents in their bedrooms
To pretend to be asleep, but urge them to phone Scotland Yard as soon as the intruder has left the scene of their generosity.
Now, the Christmas Eve weather.
Under tonight's brightly shining moon,
Deep snow is expected of the crisp and even kind.
A cruel frost is expected later.
That is the end of the news.
Wishing you all a safe and Merry Christmas.
Good night. heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men.
Thought how, as day had come, the belfries of Christendom had rolled along the unbroken song of peace on earth, goodwill to men.
And in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men.
Then pealed the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, then the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men.
till ringing, singing on its way, the world revolved from night to day, a voice, a chime, a chant sublime, on peace on earth, goodwill to men.